The weather is forecast this next week, and I currently have an issue with the AC on my Ford Transit Custom. The issue being the fact it doesn't work. When you press the button, it does nothing. It changes from blowing warm air out to blowing warmer air out faster. So what I've done is this. I've bought this kit off Amazon. We've got a stop leak conditioner. So this is for R134A aircon gases. I believe there is another type of aircon gas for vehicles. You have to check which your vehicle needs. And this is for apparently stopping leaks if it's got a leak. And then we've got the actual air conditioning gas, I suppose. The bit that makes it go cool. And this little kit, which basically that end screws onto the can and that pierces the bottle. And this end is like a massive Schrader valve, so sort of thing you'd have on a car tyre. Big one of them, and that's going to go onto the low pressure port on the vehicle. You have a high pressure port and a low pressure port. This one's going to go on the low pressure port. And what we're aiming for is it to be in, well, it's not exactly the green, because the green is low, which is a bit confusing because normally green means good and red means bad. We want it to be above 30, which is just in the blue. I don't know why that's like that. I think it's about 37 off the top of my head, but make sure the kit that you buy tells you exactly where you want it to be. I believe it's different for different cars though, that's the problem. So let's pop the hood. This is just down here on mine. And the low refrigerant point on this is, can I do this one-handed? I doubt it. Give me a sec. There's your aircon gas. There's normally a sticker on the bulkhead of the van or on the bonnet sometimes. Now, we're looking for the low pressure test point. I thought it actually was behind the headlight. That might be the higher one. One of them it won't fit on. I could have sworn it was behind the headlight on this. Yeah, it won't fit on that. That's the high pressure test point. The low one's behind the headlight on this, in a bit of an awkward place. So we'll just whip out the headlight, which is quite easy on the Transits. 2 torque screws there, and then it lifts up out of the way. You will need to check yourself where your low pressure test point is. Normally it has an L on it, and the high has a H on it, but obviously not on the Transits. Where it is on this van, because I did it on the last van. I'd not undone the screw out enough. Put them in a scuttle panel so I can't find them later on. I'm just going to get a towel to lay on there so I don't scratch the death out of the bumper. Low pressure test point on this is just there where that black cap is. Just awkward to get to, as is most things on vehicles. Just undo the cap off there. There you go. Again, there's no L on it, which is rather helpful. Put that with the screws for the headlight. And that shiny little thing is where we're going to be connecting our port onto. How I know the aircon, there's no pressure in it, because one, if you press down on the high pressure port, there's no hiss, and two, when you actually turn on the vehicle and put it onto max AC, the compressor doesn't kick in on the van itself. When the system's got low pressure, the air con conditioner or compressor, whatever you want to call it, does not actually kick in. That has just got a little piercing screw inside. You want to unwind that all the way out. I'm going to put the stop leak one on first. And then I'm going to connect that end up to the van with the engine running and the AC on full blast. And once that's connected, we're going to turn in the screw to pierce the van and then unwind it out to allow the liquid to flow out. And you've got to keep it upside down. It does say on the bottle, this end up for recharging. You've got to keep it upside down until you can't tell there's any fluid left in the bottle anymore. That's it connected on, and as you can see, the gauge is reading 0. Fantastic. Did you just hear? There you go. That is now the aircon radiator back on because of the system's now got enough pressure in. I'm just doing a little bit of time, keep turning off that screw. Still not enough pressure in. Still showing 0. As soon as I open the cam, you can see the needle rise up. This one is just for stopping leaks. Right, that whole can's gone in now and the gauge is reading, well, 10. So it's not enough in, but it's holding 10 psi. So now we need to replace that with that one and get it filled up to a decent level. Same again, unwind the screw, wind your new bottle on. These are a one-time use only thing. There's no way of shutting it back off. Then I'm going to click it back onto the gauge. You can see it's dropped down to 0 because obviously we're all disconnected. The pressure has just jumped back up to 10. Well, a bit over actually, now we're connected. And we're not even opened this bottle yet. That is now entering the aircon system. Again, we'll wait till this is empty. Doesn't take long at all. Obviously the canister does end up pretty damn cold though. That is now sat on about 28. It will build up a little bit more pressure as it circulates round. I'd like it to be a bit more, but obviously this size canister is probably not big enough for the Ford Transit. Don't forget to put your cap back on. Moment of truth. Oh my god, it's absolutely Baltic in here. Holy shit! That is delicious. The AC all recharged. Hope this video helps you out. It is probably advisable to get it done at a professional garage. They may be able to find the actual leak and repair it. Does the stop leak work? We'll find out in the future. If it runs out again, then no, it didn't work. With a bit of luck though, it'll see me through at least this next coming week. Thanks as always for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already. We throw out weekly videos, mostly plumbing related. but on the odd occasion we'll throw out little, I suppose, DIY little fixes like this. I've been your host, I've been Dan, Central Heat King, and I'll see you on the next one.